Alright guys, what's up? I am They Coming, and welcome to the stream today, boys and nerds. How's everybody doing? Hope you're having a fantastic Monday. We are having a good Monday ourselves. And just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up right off the bat, if you're a regular viewer, we actually am going to have a little bit more time off this week because it is spring break for a lot of the schools that I'm working in. So I believe tomorrow I will also stream. Tuesdays are typically not a day that I stream, but tomorrow I should be. And then Wednesday as well. Thursday I think is still going to be tricky, but we'll have to see. I don't know if I actually have Thursday off or not. And then of course on Friday. So Tuesday, I guess the only unusual thing about this week is I should be streaming tomorrow when I usually don't. So yeah, looking forward to that. But today, we're going to be doing some work on Town Hall 18. Now we have some builders that became available. Finally, after 2 long months, our bomb hive is maxed out. Now, when I look at the crafting station here, I see that I have the bell, I have the light beam. If I'm being honest, I have much needed progress to do on other aspects of the base. So I've decided I'm not going to be putting that builder back into the crafting station. I'm going to be using it on a defense instead. So there's that. We are going to start ripping off also some books of fighting. We have 2 from our purchases that we made yesterday. Inside of the laboratory, there are a handful of things, or a couple different things that I'm feeling pretty keen on right now. If I'm being honest, it's the Witch, and I think also the Archer. Now, some of you might be saying, why in the world would you not do the Electro Titan? And honestly, the reason for me is pretty simple. I use Archers all the time. I think they're invaluable. And the Electro Titan, I'm not sold on this being some OP troop at Town Hall 18. But the Super Witch right here, I think does have potential to be extraordinarily strong, and today we're actually going to be playing it. I know if you guys are old-time viewers of the channel, you might think I'm crazy. Wait, TC's going to play witches? Yes, that's it. We're going to be trying out witches, at least the new level. So let's go ahead and get straight to the business. I'm going to be booking the witch. There it goes. Spiddly dit. And then we're also going to be doing our archer. Keep in mind that super archers also get a level when you upgrade the archer. So I'm feeling most keen on this. If there was a super Electro Titan, we would be going for that probably. But there's not a super Electro Titan. There's just regular Electro Titans. So I'm feeling like this is the choice that's going to make me the happiest. Feel free to let me know if you think I'm crazy for not doing the Titans, but the Archer is what I'm feeling the most, and it's been booked. Now, the next thing that we do in our laboratory is going to be none other than the Earthquake spell. The reason for this is because I need to be able to contribute max level Earthquake spells to my clanmates. The other reason for this is if I go into the season pass for this month, we are eventually going to be able to collect not 1, but 2 more book of spells. Wait a minute, where's the second book of spells? It's over here, right here. So there's 2 book of spells. So if I spend the week to upgrade this Earthquake spell, right around the time that I get these 2 books, I should be able to go ahead and book the final 2 levels. And Earthquakes are an invaluable part of most of my attacking strategies. Fireball fits my style, and being able to damage troops as well as the base, 29% damage to buildings, and of course damage to walls. The troop damage is going to help set the Fireball Earthquake combination over the top. There's certain interactions related to heroes where you can actually kill heroes with the Earthquakes after the fireball lands, and so that's my priority there. Some of you might be asking, TC, why not do the revive spell? It's an extra 5% It's a spell that I'm not really using a ton of. And in fact, really at all. I'm just not really invested into the revive spell. So eventually we'll get to it. But at least for now, I'm doing the things that are going to be touching the strategies that I use most directly. So we're going to go ahead and put down our Earthquake spell, going to level 6. And I'm going to use the boost potion that I have in my inventory to take 1 day off. So by next Monday, we'll be able to come back and book our Earthquake twice to max level. So that's going to feel really, really good to have that done. But yeah, being able to donate the max level Earthquakes, I think is going to be a very nice thing that my clan is going to appreciate. That's something that, at least in this clan right now, there's certain spells that people just aren't really upgrading because their bases are rushed or something. Maybe they rushed to another town hall, didn't actually max their laboratory. And your clan pays for that when you can't receive troop donations. So I don't want to be part of that issue. I'd like to be a solution to that issue. And that's where we are. So let's first and foremost change our army to include the Super Witch. So we're not going to be reactivating our Rocket Loon. We're going to be activating our Super Witch. We're also going to be activating our Super Wall Breaker. Uh-oh, we don't have the elixir? Okay, I guess we'll use a potion this time. Nice. And we are going to come in here, remove our Rocket Loons, and see how many Super Witches that produces for us. 3 Super Witches. And I'm wondering if that is enough to get us by. I know we have some good funneling stuff. We have a couple ice golems that are there. But I think, you know, this should probably be okay. Looking at this, I think this is going to be okay. Also, something else that I'm going to do to make life a little bit easier for the witches is I'm actually going to request a jump. So, at least for this attack, we will run this. But for the next attack, I'm going to cook the recall. I'm going to put a rage and a jump into the CC. And yeah, I feel like sticking to the fireball is probably a good opener to kind of help set pathing for the witches. And then beyond that, I feel like taking out, let's see, taking out the RC in favor of the Duke. And then here, Sneezy needs to leave because I do plan on throwing the Duke in over the top of our witches. So changing Sneezy out for something that would be on the ground, I think is going to be helpful. I kind of feel like Diggy. Diggy could be kind of nice. And then on BK, we could put the Fox on BK and try this Foxness. I'm actually digging this idea, so we'll stick with that. But yeah, taking out the Sneezy so that when it is time to go ahead and fly the Duke over the base, he's going to be able to get the most out of his passive. I know that when the Angry Jelly separates from the Duke, that it's going to deactivate his passive. But we'll see how this feels. We'll see how this functions. It could be okay. It could be just fine. But that is that. Let's go ahead and request up. How much to reinforce? 6. And also, let's come over here and go ahead and... Oh, wait a minute. We got to wait for our store to refresh. That's okay. Anything else that we can do here? Nah. Okay. So we'll be doing Starry War and research potions. Doc with the hookup. Appreciate it. What's up, Doc, over on the Twitch side? Okay, let's catch in with chat. I've just been yapping for a minute here. We got Goth Boy. Says, I don't like the new gold pass. That's interesting, Goth Boy. TC, can I have moderator and membership? No, you may not be a moderator, King Brian. And if you'd like to be a member on YouTube, hit the button, become a member. But no, I cannot give you a membership, a channel membership. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the attacks. We're running the Super Witch. See how this works. It's making me wonder if maybe later we end up flexing this a little bit to get a 4th Super Witch in instead. But we'll have to see what that composition would look like. I have not attacked with Super Witches before, but we're doing it now, and we just got our max level Archer and Super Witch. So that feels interesting. This is a little sus. How's that CC? Not loaded. Makes me wonder what it would be like to fireball the Expo, because we'd hit one of the spitters. Okay, let's drop you. One. Okay. Let's go ahead and take this and then block. I missed the bottom bow. But we're going to live with that choice. And right here, I'll throw this, plus the BK, and this, plus the Super Witches, and the Queen, and this. I'm going to toss that furnace there, toss this furnace here. And we're going to let it ride. Let's go ahead and break. Let's put this in. We're just going to move. Put one loom. I think we should start breaking things. The Queen looks like she wants to leave the middle. Let's poison up here. Pop Queen's ability. And let's rage like that. We're going to send you over here. This is looking pretty cooked. I'm going to jump them like this. Yeah, this looks very wrecked. Set a simple fireball funnel, and then let the Queen just be by his lonesome on the outside. This is cooked. That's pretty cooked. That is pretty cooked. Huh. All right. I'm digging that. Okay, so this time I'm going to... Okay, I didn't use the recall, so I guess we'll just live with the jump request. And then let's spend our gold on a defense. I think I made up my mind that I wanted to go ahead and start the Teslas. My idea being is that as soon as I'm done putting the new level on all the... like all of these new defense levels that we just got last week, that I would then start work on my traps once again, because we all know that I was in spring trap purgatory. But yeah, I think you have to earn those things. No offense, Goth. What? Yeah, King Brian. He's watched me since like April of last year, but I think he needs to. I think there's some growth that he needs for that. Also, I don't think he actually plays Clash of Clans. I think he played the last game that I played, and he's been quite emotionally broken up about that, and he makes that known in chat from time to time. You may or may not notice. But yeah, I think Teslas are the move next. The spitters are both being done. We booked this Inferno Tower yesterday. And then we've got these two upgrading. I think the Teslas are just the move. So let's pick a Tesla. Let's pick... I mean, that looks okay, I guess. And we just live. We could be doing traps, but, you know, I'm down with getting these structures out of the way first. And then I'm not going to be using my available builder because I do intend on putting the Duke down after stream and then using some of those builder potions right there to basically push along and get the Dragon Duke up a little bit. As you can see, overnight, I was able to get the Dragon Duke up to level 3. Right after stream ended, put him down for level 2. Right before I went to bed, put him down for level 3. And when I woke up this morning, he was waiting, but I wanted to make sure that we got on stream so we could use him. Then you should make him mod if he is active. Yeah, but Gothboy, there's things that... There's certain chat moderation things that I really only trust certain people with. And I don't need to have, you know, 15 moderators. I only need a handful. If chat really gets out of hand, I usually handle the moderation. Channel's not that big yet for that to be a serious worry of mine, if I'm being real. You said give him a trial. No, Gothboy, we have history, and I just let me leave it at that, sir. I have good reason for choosing not to mod people and for choosing to mod people. I think a lot of my viewers would think I was crazy if I were to mod them. I think if we hit that Super Wizard Tower, it's pretty massive, right? And the question is, where do we go in? Okay, I don't want the spitter to hit the Warden while he's doing what he's doing, so I think I want to go here. Let's let him cook. The reason we're on Diggy and not the Sneezy is because we plan to put the Duke in with the Super Witches, and I don't want the boogers to deactivate my man's greatness, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, I actually like this. Let's go ahead and ice block now. Do this. This and this. That was a great fireball. We didn't quite hit the quakes the way I would have hoped. But there's that. Nice. And we will go ahead and pull out after the ricochet goes down. And then we'll drop the queen in here with an ice golem. Ice golem over here with the king. We'll then drop our super witches. With this, we'll put a Valkyrie there. Help with the pressure. And we'll drop that. And now we're moving. Okay. That's looking good. Let's keep breaking. I don't really... That was kind of a weird set of breaks. Let's do that real quick. Okay, Warden goes down. Pop the queen. Poison him. And let's jump. How are we doing? We're out of spells. So our power has to be the power. Okay, we'll take it. Fly one loon there. Come over here. Throw these girls in here. Throw those guys over there. And it looks like we've cleaned it. Oh, we're missing a building. Where is it? All the way back there. Oh, bruh. I should have thrown some stuff up there. 7. Aw, rip. Oh, no. Well, we lost one. That's fine. If I'd seen that, I would have dropped the wizard over there. But I was not paying attention. Okay, request. You say, fine, I got you. Yeah. Just trust me on that one, man. I'm also trying to be polite without dissing someone live on the internet. So we're not going to... That's why I haven't really elaborated too much, but... All right. Let's hit... Even without troops, we'll see what the strength is. What do we do? It would be difficult to try to fireball the core. So I think going for a cheaper a cheaper fireball is probably the way with this composition. Is this full? No. Okay. I guess I'll take his monolith. We can do decent here. And I guess because we're... Man, Diggy dies quickly, doesn't he? All right. I guess we're raging. We'll fireball the light beam and be happy. Then we'll walk to the right here. We don't have a recall. So as long as we do something like that, I think we're looking okay. And then over here, we're going to drop a siege barracks. We're going to drop this. We're going to break once. Drop all the super witches. Drop this over here. I'll drop this up here. We'll break again. Put this, and one test loon. And we'll start moving. We're gonna have to beat a bunch of walls. But let's go ahead and do this right here. Invis up there, poison over you. And we're waiting to pop king until we have to. Pop queen. Got all these invis spells, man. We're chilling with invis. Throw that now. It's kind of like a why not. And we got it. There was no dark in that base, but we're enjoying ourselves. All right, let's keep it up. Is 3 super witches like good enough for legend? I don't know. I'm not sure if you're supposed to use 3 or 4. I don't think you're supposed to use 5. I think it's either 3 or 4. But let me know. Like if if you've used Super Witches a lot, what's a good number to use? I can figure out the rest, but... Is it loaded? No. But hitting his Revenge Tower would be relatively easy to set, I think. It's going to take us a little bit longer. Well, maybe not. We do have a recall now. Okay. We'll play this as if the Inferno's active. Why one loon? Just in case it gets dicey here. Okay. How much deeper do we get? I'm looking for the rest of the value. There's nothing to do there. So I think it is. Okay, he takes that, then we'll set the trick. And cool. Invis once here, invis here. Cool. Queen can walk him down. We'll break once. We'll break twice. King. Super Wishes. 2 of those. You over there. 1. And we're pushing. You made it through the wall. Yes, you did. We'll slip you to the outside. Go ahead and pop the Duke's ability. Poison over that. King is actually healing, which feels quite juicy. King is coming back to town. Send our cleanup to the outside. Help the Duke. King is just tanking like a boss. And it's ripped to shreds. Nice. No jump, nor recall needed for that. So I'll take that as a W. And make sure my clan does not need troops. I want to make sure that they're loaded. And thank you to the clanny. I think Doc was the one that donated to me a minute ago. Thank you so much, Doc. Doc's a real one. By the way, guys, I was talking to Doc on Discord. For those of you who don't know, Doc Live here is a real one. He was one of my OG viewers when I was streaming Squad Busters, and avid supporter of the channel. Gifted lots of subs over on Twitch. Just a real G. And so when I had to change games, he was like, TC, why don't you just join my Clash of Clans clan? Why don't you join my clan? See, and just, you know, just get your feet wet again, more or less. And I was really appreciative of that. And so he actually, he's been in Legend League before. And we were just chatting a little bit on Discord today, and we're thinking about doing a little bit of streaming together. So hopefully that's something that we can work out, because I'm kind of interested in that idea. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So yeah, there'd be another person on mic'd up. We'd be chatting together. Let's see. This is an interesting layout, to say the least. I think if we hit... Just hit the revenge, right? 2 bows, scatter, poison tower. It can be kind of challenging to approach that, but let's take a wide angle like this. Throw you to the outside. Okay. And I'm looking for the trick. We might not go for the revenge. It might just be better for me to try to hit the multi-archer tower. But we'll see what we can do in the next, like, 20 seconds, because we need to drop after that, right? Okay, he's there. Comes down or up. Okay. All right, we're going to set it now. And of course, I missed one of the bows that I was after. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull him this way. If he doesn't come this way, it's okay. King. This. All right, we're going to pick him up and pull him in. We're going to totem now. And then we're probably going to invis this guy if he'll step into the invis. Okay. Let's rage. And then I will invis the Duke here just to press a little bit harder on the core. Really good stuff. We haven't used the troop launcher yet. We also haven't used our jump, and our warden is being a total nub. Let's drop the jump like this. This. Cool. W. You've always used 4 super witches in Legends. Okay. I'm gonna make that happen then. What do I have to take out for that? One of those, 2 of these. That still doesn't get it. We're too short. 2 of my valuable archers. No, we'll keep 2 archers. We'll take one of the minions. Okay, so we are not using ice golems anymore, which I guess is fine, right? Because they are producing the big boys, which is totally cool. Let's attack. We're missing a recall still, but that's fine. Show me something interesting. Interesting. Come on. Not interesting. Also not interesting. Bruh. Is this bad for super... You know, I'm curious what this is like for super witches. And the reason I say that is because it's a big open core. I think if I hit this ricochet cannon, it's crazy value, right? let's get ready to ice block now. Hey, huge, right? All right, so that was nice. Let's go ahead and break here. I'm gonna do this and then toss this. Send the king. The Duke is gonna be on a solo mission. Look how I pull the traps that are on the outside of the base after the warden's in the base. Okay, take your air defense, please. Okay. Let's rage here. Looks like a juicy spot. Keep pushing. The Duke just doesn't die, man. Like, he keeps going. You know, the fact that a flying hero is like so just invincible versus air defenses really makes me question the balance on it. And I think that, you know, yesterday, that was the one thing that I was kind of like, this feels like a little much. Right? How do you defend versus the Duke? Like, what do you have to do? Catch him in a tornado trap? Have all your seeking air mines there? Have all your air bomb? Like, what do you have to do to, like, trap the Duke? I'm sure we're going to learn. It's hard to path with super witches on those type bases. Yeah, exactly. But the fireball was good enough, and the Duke was put into aid with that. We crushed it pretty hard. Like, no issue. We didn't use the recall. We didn't use the jump. This is a 17. What am I doing with my life? Show me an 18. Ooh, okay. Hit the builder hut right here. Get all the infernos. Get the clan castle. I think if we do this, this, this. Okay. Alright, we lose Daggy. Alright, let's go ahead and ice block after we get this first expo, and then the trick should be clean, I think. Well, we got more for our buck there. Alright, we made it happen. The only problem is we're going right into a spitter and an expo, and his smasher is going to see us here, no? It's going to cause us some problems for sure. Alright, King's going to be over there. Send all of you in. Oh, heavens. Well, that's what happens. The Duke over the top. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Hey, we're doing okay. You know what? Can we make you invisible, bro? Okay. Throw you over here. I'll throw you here. Throw you. Do that. Try to keep people moving in the right direction. We have time. Get through the wall, ladies. Okay. That's the game. Huh. So even though we failed the funnel with like half of the witches, 2 of them went in, 2 of them went out, it panned out. Duke is just a little too strong, I think. Yeah. He's just a little too strong. Requests. Okay. Ooh, lots of money, and it's an 18. We got to hit it. We have our spells, which is good. It's going to be hard to hit the core with the fireball, is it not? Is it full? No. I think this. Okay. Get that bomb tower down. That'd be cool. Nice. All right. Should walk. Okay, cool. I like his position right now. I think we run the witches up there. So if I go ahead and hit the invis like this, this. King can be on the outside. I want to take the scatter and then I'll yoink him. Yeah. Just go ahead and get him like that. Over there. Poison him. Totem him. Let's rage you girls here with the queen. Okay, hold on, Warden. Okay. All right, we need to clear those skellies. Oh no! Okay. Where are the skeletons at? Let's jump right here. Do this. And we're chilling. Nice. Beautiful. Huh. Not too shabby whatsoever. So this was like semi-legit, but also like even if this Inferno's up, I think this is still cooked. Like the one Inferno tower being down, I don't think mattered at all. Also, we hit the cannon instead of the builder hut, which means that we missed his revenge. I mean, geez. Duke is full HP, man. Like, actually full HP. He went into the base as a flyer by himself, ate up air traps, and ended the raid on full health. That's a little much, if I'm being honest. Like, the fact that he's full health is kind of like, is this how he's going to function for everybody? Right? If you do the attack properly. Are you really... Is that okay? Is that really how the game is supposed to be balanced? I don't know. Again, day 2. Have not seen war bases. These bases are a little odd. Fireball to the Expo gets a nice chunk. The mortar onto my warden yet? We kind of need it to be. Wait. Good looking fireball. All right, Queen's walking, King is walking. That is not what we wanted. Okay. Let me go ahead and do that. Let's get ready to totem over here. I think. Rage now. Good rage location. It hits stuff on both sides of the wall there. Oh no, Warden's dead. But these ladies are up in this business. And they're living like more than satisfactory. The air defense just doesn't kill the Duke. It's actually kind of nuts. The Duke just doesn't care, man. Like, if you move him on top of an air army, the air traps are not effective. He just doesn't care. Which is, like, so crazy to me. That seems nuts, man. I think we need a second wall breaker. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Let's go ahead and throw it in there. Because, for example, in that attack, we didn't get a second layer break because we only had one wall breaker to our name. So second, I think, is definitely the play for Super Witches. If not 3, right? Because imagine one of them gets sprung. you need to be able to recover and actually get the witches in the base. The only reason we did recover there is because the troop launcher was throwing stuff over the wall, was throwing those little cheap wall breakers in. And they were under the effect of the rage gems. They were able to break the walls. Lame. Town Hall 10 walls on a Town Hall 18. Bruh. Slow your roll. Well, at least now you have no choice. But still. If you want to see how crazy he can be with E-Drags, check out the replay I just shared. Swag 10 spell space and didn't lose anything but my loons. I will definitely be watching that. We will definitely watch that. Watch Doc's replay. All right, lots of money. Weak base though, you know. Look at me. Look at these wizard towers. Look at the mortars. Look at the bows. Hella rushed. I'm gonna hit his multi-archer tower. Let's do this. Alright, problem solved. Go to the left. I'll let him clear the warden and then we'll go. That's probably good too. Let's put the king over here. With you, we're gonna break. We're gonna drop all of you. Some you in, some you in. Up there. Break again. Let's totem rage. Jump through here. Okay. Pop king now. Now the baby dragon's gonna ruin my passive, but you know, not the end of the world. And it's crushed. But I mean, weak base. Huh. Huh. All right, let's see this replay Doc was talking about. Wow, Duke is crazy. E-Drags. Starts with a flinger. I'm going to watch on the large screen up here. What's up, Mozzarella? How's it going, dude? So the Duke is by himself, charging the Town Hall. He's got a light beam plus an X-bow, and now the long shot. And look at the damage the Duke is not taking. Like, the long shot is like scratching him. Oh my gosh, revive on Duke is probably insane. Revive on Duke is probably insane. You guys, think about this. If the Duke is living this hard, imagine reviving him with 80% of his HP again. Revive on Duke is probably insane. Like, if he happens to go down. If he just so happens to drop. What's up, Cruncher? How are you, man? Welcome to the chat. Good. Mott says it's going good. Needs to hit 318 so I can go home and start my weekend. Oh, this is your weekend. Okay. You give me a shout out with my name, Cruncher Edits. What's up, man? Shout out to you, brother. Thanks for being here. But, like, think about it. Hold on a second. Put the revive in. It's crazy with the revive. Yeah, because, like, he has damage mitigation, and he already, like, his health bar drops, like, insanely slow, right? Because he's a flying king, more or less. Reduces trap damage by half. Increases damage by 100%. Attack speed by 50. So the damage per hit is doubled, and his attack speed is increased by half. Which is insane. I'm going to run a revive, and we're going to Sui. I'm going to Sui the Duke to start the raid. Opposite of the fireball. Hear me out. Okay, so let's find the fireball, and wherever we put the fireball, I'm going to literally mirror the base, drop the Duke, Sui the Duke. Just whatever happens, happens, and then I'm going to revive him as, like, when I actually drop the witches. And he's probably just going to, like, rickroll, wreck everything. All right, I see that Inferno right there that I'd kind of like. All right, so we're going to do this. 5. We're going to Sui the Duke here. I don't care what happens with this guy. All right. Will he get this taken down or not? He does. That's actually very, very nice. And he pulls traps upon death. We'll take that, man. Okay. So here, we don't have an ice block. 1, 3. Huge. We'll let him take the Warden, and then we'll go like this. That was bad. We should have waited. That's what we need. And then in just a moment, we're going to go ahead and do the revive. And we're going to do this. We pulled the poison. Now we're going to do that. Disgusting. Dude, he's stupid. This is so dumb. This is so stupid. I revived him after a Sui. And he ends the raid more health than he did when I revived him. So I not only got an entire health bar, I effectively gained health after the revive. Like, revive puts, at least my revive right now puts you at 75% HP. He ended with more than 75% HP. Like, he's above 80%. This is so stupid. His damage mitigation is too strong. The damage reduction mechanic, it's too strong. I'm saying it right now. Like, that was way too simple. Way too easy. Way too easy. But yeah, Doc's attack, the fact that he was able to run Electro Dragons and swag 5 revives is kind of insane. But even just one revive, he'll get a massive nerf once everyone has time to spend money upgrading him. I would assume he gets nerfed. I mean, I'm realizing more day 2 just how busted this hero is right now. The damage like he's too invincible. Yes, you want a hero to be impactful from a damage standpoint. Or in the Warden's instance, you want his impact to be, you want his utility to be impactful. Like, Warden is like a team utility hero. RC is defense targeting. Dragon Duke is like a flying king that takes less damage, which is an insane concept in my mind. Like, what's up, Muhammad? Welcome back, my guy. Bro, yeah, Cruncher said, bro, by the way, where are you from? I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, man. Duke can be revive and revive fell, so it can destroy half the base, and any army can easily destroy the base. It will decrease difficulty in Title 18 to almost nothing. Yeah, dude, you're not wrong about that. That's actually a very, very good assessment. Like, if the Duke can do what he just did, it's kind of nuts. Like, think about it this way. Instead of doing RC charges with invis spells, you just do Duke charges, and all you do is pump the Duke full of revives. Think about it. You just revive the Duke over and over and over. His damage reduction mechanic persists even after he gets knocked out once, twice, 3 times. You know what I think? I think if he gets knocked out and you revive him, that his damage mitigation mechanic, like whatever his passive is, it should be over. He should function like with no buffs. That would be one really clear way to prevent people from abusing the mechanic, right? But that's one part of it. The mechanic itself, even without the revives added, is still extraordinarily strong. I did one earlier with the Duke and 7 revives, just that. Got a 53% 2-star. With only the Duke? Are you telling me you didn't drop? Are you telling me you didn't drop any troops and the Duke took 53% of the base on revives alone? Oh my gosh, Doc. Bro, they need to bring back the old trophy system. The new rank system is trash and feels super slow and dead. I'm not... Bruh, no way. I love the new ranked system. As like an old... As an old dog. I love the ranked system. I like the fact that that you don't just like skate into Legend League. You actually have to place top 10% to break into Legend. And then once you're there, difficulties even harder. Like I think the rank system is awesome. I don't have any problems with it really. It feels competitive. Like even for my lower town halls where I've kind of hit the ceiling where my opponents are like one town hall above or sometimes even two town halls above, I'm totally down with that. I'm totally into that. Hello, bro. Give a gold pass, please. Brother, you should be giving me a gold pass. You're the one watching someone for watching free entertainment on YouTube. Let's be real, man. But welcome to the chat, Mr. Factozzy. Hope you're having a great day. All right, let's go here. He's dumb. Okay, this is a strong base. We're definitely hitting it. The layout is questionable, though. We'll see how good it actually is. I think if we hit a bow, it's decent. And we should hit that bow because he's got his multi-gear and his revenge. Oh, dude, the value's too high, right? Okay, let's go. I'm actually going to do that. See if I can snipe it. I don't think it's enough. Barely not enough. Rip. Well, it's going to be a more expensive fireball than I would have wanted. Let's go like this. We'll let him walk into the multi here because I was a doofus and didn't hit the multi. Let's also go ahead and drop you down here like this directly for the air defense. Poison the queen. Wipe the queen with the ability. And we'll go ahead and do this over here. Oh, that was so stupid. I put it right in range of the ground expo. Let's drop the king here. I'm gonna go like this. Okay. Why is it throwing to my... Oh, it's the troop launcher's throwing to the Duke. Okay. Let's jump into here. It's open! I'm a doofus. He's still going, by the way. Homeboy is still cooking. Like, do I need to revive? Let's go here like this and raise you. Go for the single. Bro. There's a P.E.K.K.A. The Duke doesn't really care about your P.E.K.K.A, my guy. I didn't revive him. He was literally on a solo mission to take half the base by himself. What's up? Akash, how are you, dude? Welcome back, my guy. Glad you're here. I feel like there should be both ranked systems. That does not make sense. Because then you'd have some players playing one and some players playing the other. And it would fracture the player base. If they're going to have a ranked system, everyone should be put into the same ranked system. If they're going to have a casual system, everyone should be in the casual system. So they give you a casual mode to farm with, and they give you the rank system to compete with. And then you have wars, which is a second way to compete with a team. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, though. That's just my opinion. I'd be curious as to why you don't like the ranked system right now. other than it feels super slow and dead, because I don't know what you mean by super slow. You have a week to complete your ranked attacks if you're not, and that's everything below legend. And then every day in legend you get 8 hits, which is like, I think if I'm being honest, 8 hits is the perfect amount. 8 times 3 is 24. It's about a half hour of play if you rapid fire back to back. That's perfect, right? You can be a serious Legend League pusher and play 30 minutes a day on your on your account. So Judah said, like, there should be both. That would make ranked from competitive, I guess. I do not think that we should have 2 ranked systems. I mean, okay, solo mode, right? Like, you by yourself and what your performance is. I think there should be one system. There would have to be like a completely different game mode entirely that didn't look like this for me to say, yeah, okay, sure, have a ranked system for merge tactics like Clash Royale. It's effectively 2 separate games, but there's not really a separate game here other than, like, if you go over to night mode or if you go over to Clan Capital. But those aren't really the core game, right? Neither is merge tactics. So it's like, I don't see why. I don't think that they need to revamp the current rank system. I think it's good. Like, if I'm being real, when I came back to the game and started streaming this game in November again, the rank system was one of the main things that was like a selling point. I was like, oh my God, this is cool. Like, this is awesome. Like, this is what I want to play. This is why I want to play. Like, I want to play every week to see how I do in ranked battles. Oh, and word about this, guys. This is a heartbreaker. Hold on, where is it? Where is it? 1 place off of promoting to legend. We were 11th. We needed 10th. Only 1 place. We missed it by 1 place. Most likely would have been like 1 more 3-star. Not barely missing the 2-star on 1 hit may have made the difference. But you can see, last week I did phenomenal. This week I did pretty bad. And because there's like almost a 200 cup difference here, which is crazy. But oh, no. Last week there were more attacks. That's what it was. I'm going to actually look at the math here. So defense and attacks. Let's see what the averages were. So 60. So it's 1354 divided by 60. So if I add my attacks and defenses together, is that 22 cups on average? I wish I could see what my attacking stuff was, but I can't dive into this anymore. That kind of bothers me. I wish I could review what the data on this was, so I could see what my defense is actually soaked. This is one thing that I would ask that they improve upon, is looking at like the user interface to where I can go back and look at my league history and see, oh, in this league, in this particular week, this is how I did in all the attacks. Like this is each attack with the stars and the percentages, and just keep that there so I'm not kind of like guessing, you know? Use the 2 fire ones instead of the stun. Fireheart, Flameblower. Yeah, that's what I'm using. I felt like the stun kind of worked against, or didn't synergize well with the other active ability. I think this equipment right here is probably what makes him broken. Because his self-healing is insane. The self-healing is just, it's wild to me. You need to wait 3 days to rank up and you only get 8? Huh? I don't know what you're saying. You need to wait 3 days for what? You only get 8 attacks. I mean, I don't care. I am used to this game taking time to play. The fact that a ranked tournament lasts an entire week, I think, is a positive thing. It gives people the opportunity to participate in a 7-day period to where, you know, you're not like, you don't have to be on at like 8 o'clock on Wednesday night or something. Or you don't have to do it all in the first day. So when you sign up for a tournament, it's like, if you don't do your attacks, you kind of deserve to get demoted. If I used all your ranked attacks. Are you talking about the lower town hall, like the lower leagues? Bro, show your game ID. I'm they coming, brother. Show it a little later. I want like a solid base to hit. This Duke is so stupid. Like he's so good. Like he's extraordinarily strong. Because watch this. We put the warden down. We drop you over here like this. See if we'll go directly for the multi here. I'll actually pop early just to take out the AD. And that's going to free him up, right? I no longer have my ice block. That's a problem, right? See this? Okay. Okay, I don't know how to do this fireball anymore because I don't have the ice block, and it's making me worried. I'm gonna throw it now. Just take an easier one. And then we'll pull him south in just a second. Then BK will do this, and we'll push the BK in with the witches. And we'll revive him here. Okay, he's taking more damage this time. Alright, he didn't do as well. Huh. I should have pulled him out. I should have used the recall there, right? Save Warden real quick. If we can. We're gonna run out of time. Almost certain at this point that this is a time fail. You can pick the king up and take him out of the base to try to recover time-wise. Okay, keep the queen alive. Go ahead and get that done. Okay, so if you revive him in the face of the Smasher, a Spitter, a multi-archer tower, and an air defense, I think you run into... that's where you run into problems. There is a limit. Feels good to see some different strategies like Town Hall 13 and 14 days. Yeah, man, of course. Of course. Yeah, today is all about the 18, though. Like, we have to... We got our witches maxed out today. We also maxed the archer. And decided to go ahead and start the earthquake. So we've been running witches today as part of our fun. And if I'm being honest, like, we're an hour and 20 in, and I haven't taken a bathroom break because I've been so just blown away at how strong the Duke can be. Like, he can be dummy strong. And he's got so much upgrading. If we hit the upgrading Spitter, is that good for us? I think it is. Is it loaded? No. Do we have a recall? No. Is it going to damage us? Hurt our ability to 3-star? Probably. But we'll see. Once again, do not have what we usually have, which is an ice block and no CC troops or spells on this. Definitely changes the calculus. So I wish I could get that, but I can't. 1, 2, 3. Massive, okay. And when he turns to the right for the wizard tower and he takes the wizard tower, then we'll drag him along the wall down here. Let's put the king. Okay. And the witches. And the break. And the baby. And the troop launcher. Ready for the second break. And then you go over here like this. Okay. Smasher is smashing. Come on, dude. Clear him. We'll revive him in just a minute here. All right, he's down. Revive it now. Very cooked. Huh. Huh. Someone's asking who I am. This is me, my guy. Hello. It's me. There we go. Hog is good now. That's my favorite troop back in the days. Okay. I've seen some people playing with it. It might be usable. I think it is probably one of the more challenging attacks to do properly. There are other far easier attacks that are more secure, more consistent, less likely to completely fail. You know, produce better average percentages when you don't 3-star. Hogs are because hogs are defense targeting. You could end up in a situation where you clear like 90% or 92% of the defenses, but there's a ton of trash buildings back there that you weren't able to take care of, and the attack ends at you're only like 65-70%, and so you get dinged on low percentage 2-stars. That's what I would be worried about trying to run hogs and super hogs, even though they just got a new level, is because when you fail, the average percent for a 2-star fail is going to be lower than like an average percent of a 2-star fail on like dragons, you know, Inferno Riders, those sort of attacks. All right, let's request. Guys, give me just a second. I'm actually going to use the bathroom real quick. So I'm going to put up a, you know what? I think let me see. Yeah, 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to try to rush that bad. All right, 2-minute timer will appear on the screen. When it counts to 0, I will resume. We'll go for about another 30, 40 minutes. So yeah, I would encourage you to take that lap around your house to grab a drink or something to eat. Or you can use the bathroom like I'm about to do, but don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. Yes, I washed my hands. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling right. We're going to keep going. We got another like 30, 40 minutes left in our stream today. Looking forward to it. And I'll give a shout out to Doc Live 1 TTV over on the Twitch side. He's going to be live streaming some Clash of Clans later today. One thing that we should do before the end of the stream is go ahead and do our CWL hit. I'm feeling the Duke. I'm feeling Mr. Dookie Master. So we're going to go ahead and do it. The Duke is making some Dookie on these bases today. You're doing so good. Bro, I was... Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at... I fell one position short of legend this week. It's my best finish yet. Check your friend list. That's me. Who's on my friends? Wait, who is it? Akash. Look at you, dude. You're killing it, man. Let's see what your village looks like. I mean, if your heroes are good, your village probably looks great. Yeah, looks solid, dude. Nice. So you're on that thrower train. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was one position short. So this week, got to lock in once again. I'm getting so close, guys. I'm getting so close. Really, really, really stoked about that. All right, let's see here. Let's actually look at the base to plan. All right, number 7. Interesting. I think I could put the Duke directly onto the air defense here and just let him go. I think I could... I think I could go a bunch of furnaces too. Because a lot of this stuff is pretty low level on the outside. And the bows are pretty under level. I think I could get a nice little warden thing going on. Then probably look for a fireball into here. Plenty of archers to like clean down here, I think would be a good idea. You wait to sign up at least 2 to 3 hours left so you get a relatively easier competition. Huh. Did not know that that was a thing. I've just been auto-enrolled for my ranked tournaments. What's up here? It's full, so people are actually playing the video game. I think the warden could put in serious work. And if I get him here to fireball like that, we would get the compartment. We could also look to fireball that to take the mono and just leave him on a charge. Maybe we would throw... Well, we're not running rocket loons right now. We have super witches enabled. I think Mr. Dookie can get a lot done. And I think super witches from the bottom. I kind of feel like winging it, even though that sounds like a terrible idea. Sounds like an awful idea. I'm live. Okay. Two furnaces, 4 archers, a baby dragon. I think we just let the warden do his thing. Is there a flinger that we could set up? That's the other question, right? I don't see flinger value, really. Those ground targeting expos, plus all the mortars, no rocket loons, makes it even harder to try to pull off a flinger. I think we just go troop launcher. So we drop the warden and the Duke to start the raid. We let him cook in, let him die. Then when we drop the super witches with the troop launcher should go with the warden and the witches. Flinger is usually a no-go on that base. Yeah, Flinger, I don't think Flinger works here. All right, so let's have some fun. Make sure our army's set the way we want it. It is... Okay, let's go. need to do this. It's too much damage. Look at the Duke, dude. That was terrible what I just did with that ability. I thought he was turning for the defense, but the jelly's worn off. He's still alive. I want him to take the Expo. Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and start. The wall breaker's too far away, I guess. Throw this, I guess. And we're gonna jump here and revive Dookie for this. We lose you. Rage. Poison. Get some of that. Get the queen out. Pull her over here. Baby dragon up there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Do we have the time? That is the real question. We're running out of time, but we have all this. All right, go queen. Go queen. Go queen. 6, 5, 4. That was dirty. Nice, man. That was really clean. No, sir, it wasn't. But we got it done. Mr. Duke. Literally just like spitballed a strat. Threw a revive in there. Got a almost 0 value fireball. Clean as a pig in slop, says Doc. Yeah, that's basically what it was. The triple headhunters, I think, saved it for the prince. I think the prince going down because I had three headhunters there. I think that saved it. Come on, you looked in control the entire time. Yeah, I was like not that worried, but like as the attack was like coming to a close, you saw how much was actually left. Clean attack would have been like I smushed it, you know? But we didn't do bad. We didn't do terrible. I'll give it that. We 3-starred. We 3-starred. A 3 is a 3. Yeah. I actually want to catch the replay, just see how scary this really was. Hold on. Because this is like not a powerful base at all. And we almost time failed it. Maybe more revives for Duke. But also you have to see where the Duke actually ends up. He's like way far south. And when I popped his ability, I thought he was facing He turned towards the air defense and then retargeted. You saw that? So he actually targets it, and then because the jelly wore off, he instantly turned for the gold mine. So the ability got like 0 value, right? And I think I just waited way too long to actually start this here. But I was like, I wanna take this expo first, right? I was just like greeting out to like get the expo down for like the perfect funnel. And then what happens here? King's ability goes off, gets forced because of the monolith. Could I have done something differently there? Maybe. The jump. Duke in behind. Warden dies. That also feels very bad. Then all my healers get shot up. And I didn't protect my healers here. If I was in control, I would have protected the healers better. Also, I think dropping the loons, did we pull any air traps with that or what? What happens here? We do. And there's no air targeting defense. So the Duke is just like chilling, right? Like he's gonna get the ice golems out. Or at least I think one of them. I think one still comes over to my queen here. But look at his HP. His HP is insane, man. And then this freeze on the Archer Queen like had me sweating bullets for a second. I was like, oh no, please no. And I think we finished with like only like 2 or 3 seconds left. Yeah, minute 35 had me sweating, was screaming, put him down, put him down. Yeah. Put him down, boy, put him down. Yeah, man, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Oh my gosh. Well, it was fun. We tripled. We'll have to see how they're doing against us. How's our clan doing? They are clearing pretty effectively versus us. I want to see what Doc did. Curious what Doc did in his attack. We'll watch some of these hits. So, like, defensively, this clan is not as strong. I think they're hitting with a lot of throwers right now. If memory serves, I think these guys are using a lot of throwers. So he goes King Duke charge with the stick horse. Wow. That was trapped like crazy. But both the Giant Gauntlet and the Duke are offering damage mitigation. That was actually like kind of a crazy funnel that those two heroes set. And the Duke is only dying just now. And he's got the Phoenix. Final air defense. Oh my gosh, it's cooked. Okay. Raging. More totems as well. Totem, totem. It's wrecked. He doesn't need these last two totems. At least I don't think he does. Yeah, his queen could clear the rest. And these attacks happen so fast that if it was left to the queen, she could easily walk the rest of this stuff out. Very GG. huge GG to Doc. All right, let's see what happened with Don Mini. Forget what Don has been on the revive train with these Super Yetis for a long time. I don't quite get why he doesn't drop those barbarians wider than he just did. He's somewhat lucky that his Super Yetis actually go where he wants them to here. He gets 3 of them into the base. Okay. See how close this actually gets. Fireball with Eternal Tome is always sort of a questionable choice. Because it doesn't tend to do... Oh my gosh. Minion Prince has a piece of equipment that gives him damage mitigation. Is that the new meta? Is that the new meta? All of his heroes, 1, 2, 3. Get the other one in. Okay. Oh my gosh. Now it's up to his prince. And tons of furnace mites. Fire mites. Just... The only thing that he has to be worried about is that. And his meteor staff is going off. Oh my gosh. This was super sketchy. But think about it. Maybe it's like the damage mitigation meta, where you're playing Giant Gauntlet, you're playing, what is this? Metal Pants, and then the Duke just as the Duke. He can wear whatever he wants. But I think the two fire commons, right? Fire equipments are probably the way right now. One gives you passive HP increase or HP recovery, which is very useful when you can clear air targeting defenses and there's only like cannons or ground expos in an area. You can actually regenerate a substantial amount of health. All right, so that was an interesting hit. Let's go here. See what this guy did. Throwers. All right. All right, one thrower from the corners. I'm going to go ahead and say this. This is the kind of situation where if your approach is just to throw everything up the gut, it's probably valuable just to go ahead and drop like some archers and maybe some minions instead of committing an entire thrower. I mean, the speed of the funnel was decent, so I have to give him that. But also, like, this thrower gets thrashed pretty quickly. He loses half a Meteor Golem almost instantly. Let's see what it looks like when he progresses in. The funnel, at least he took his time to funnel, right? Another Rage. King's ability is already used. He's down to totems only. All right, and the one thrower has the entire pack of healers. Gotta love it. And it's crushed. So good work on walls, but strangely, like, just a lot of like weirdly under-leveled defense. Like if you look at this base again, like why would you do this? Like mortars, I know that they don't do nearly as much as they could, right? I think mortars could stand to have a pretty substantial buff. But it's sort of like why? And then also your wizard towers? Like what? What? The bomb towers? What? Bruh. It's not only about the fact that like they don't deal damage to air. The other side of it is it's HP. If something has to commit time, like if an attacking troop has to commit time to taking you down, this thing that's sitting behind this thing is able to pump out more and more damage. So if this were actually max rank, right, it would take more of a commitment from the attacker to break through that to get to that, which is also under level, which would then maybe lead you to this. So high HP doesn't only come from your storages. Like, it's better. You're trying to keep war weight low for better matchups. Yeah, I don't believe in that anymore. I used to like, back when I was like at Town Hall 9, 10, and 11, I used to be on the 0.5, the Town Hall 0.5 strategy. So 0.5, like, not 8.5 was when you went to Town Hall 9, but you didn't drop expos. And back then, that was like a big deal in terms of war weight. Like, your expos were a massive part of your war weight. And then further, when you got to Town Hall 10, your infernos would add a ton of war weight. But now the game is just so easy all the way around that, like, if you don't have those structures, your base is free to even the worst of attackers out there. So you should be, like, I don't think there's really any reason why people these days should be foregoing defensive upgrades if their intent is trying to change the matchmaking algorithm, because I don't think it's really going to play out in your favor anyway. Right? Someone, if the guy who's playing the 0.5 strategy can't 3-star you, well, his buddy will instantly. You know what I mean? Like, I can't get on board with that. Let's see. Let's watch one more. What was this, Roy? Did we watch Roy already? Oh, he did the Inferno drag. Inferno Rider spam. Good RC charge here. I watched his attack earlier. He gets like every black mine in the base with his chart, which is with his RC charge. And it's because the Phoenix pops out and just pulls everything. I think that Inferno Dragon also pulls something too. But look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get one more. 5. He pulls 5 black mines with his RC charge and a single Inferno Dragon. He does get a little thrown off by this core going invis, but he plays this well just to continuously drop totems, continuously protect specifically his prince right here, because his flying queen is actually doing really good stuff. So as long as he continuously totems for the prince, which he does very well, he's able to, you know, push through this sort of ugly core. Totems. Totem again. Barely gets down the spitter. And then what's left is probably 6 or 7 dragon riders. I think that's probably 6 of them pumped up now. Looks like 6. Yeah. Whew. Wow. Wrecked. This guy had all his air traps at 6 o'clock, and he didn't attack at 6 o'clock with the air army. What was your best finish before ranked mode? I mean, I never really pushed Legend. Back when Legend League was like Legacy Legend League, it was so annoying that I just couldn't stand being in Legend League. It was totally like not a priority. It was a pain point. It was a painful experience. It wasn't something that I wanted to wait around for. I wanted to, if I want to log into the game, I want to be able to play the game. Instead, when you're in Legend League, you log into the game and then you cloud. And you clouded. You would cloud and cloud and cloud. And I never appreciated that. So I think I pushed up there once. And once I got to like my personal best, I was like, these queue times make me not want to play the game. So I dropped out of Legend League and never went back. And so now with the new rank system, I'm like, oh yeah, let's go to Legend League. It's higher difficulty. I can still push attack and farm if I need to on the left side of the screen here. But yeah. Or is great at that RC charge. I mean, it was a pretty low commitment Sui, but he got good value out of it, which was good. And the fact that he found all the Seeking Air Mines in the base was also like, oh wow, okay. That was massive. A defensive meta allows for it to be worth it. Right now, it is definitely not. Yeah, it's definitely not worth it to try to engineer a base to be low defensively weighted, because unless your entire clan is doing it, you're probably not benefiting from it. But even then, if your entire clan is 0.5ing, you're not going to hold a defense. The worst attackers in the game will 3-star you and do a dance instead of just like, okay, I need to upgrade. I need to be strong offensively and defensively. And it's not like I should be intentionally ignoring defense just to get offensively stronger. I actually have to defend as well. Like that's something that I appreciate about the game right now, is that there's really no incentive to be a 0.5er. They should put in some 50-win challenge or something like they did in Clash Royale so people can flex their skills. I mean, that's what Legend League is. That's what Clan War League is. I don't know what a 50-win challenge would look like in Clash of Clans. But yeah, this what I'm looking at right now, I think is that representation of flexing your skills. Joining a clan that's particularly competitive, that's in like a high clan war league, that's flexing your skills. I don't think that we need another method, like a ranked method right now. What are you going to do is they keep giving new decorations events. You don't appear to have any space to put them before you can stash them. You're absolutely right. I am like basically completely out of room. When they add new things, I have to like start picking up. I have to start stashing things. So what I'm trying to do is anything that's like in the territory of the base, I make it movable and move it, try to tuck it in neatly with other things, so that when things do spawn, it's like I know exactly where it's going to spawn. I mean, look here. If I go to like this, edit layout, and I say, I mean, you can see all of these guys that I've actually picked up. But that's that. Like, Everything is just, it really is a mess. It really is a mess. Remove all. Let's look at the decorations now that I've removed everything. Where are my Christmas trees? Can I see all my trees? Ooh, look at that. Those are the ones that I've made movable objects. I think there's older trees that I haven't moved yet, but I'm not sure about that. By the way, this cake right here is mine. I was there for this. I was there for the 5th anniversary. I will always remember this and look fondly back on that week of my life. It was I was there for that stream. Like, how many triples community can get in a row? 50 triples is the ultimate, so you get a super exclusive badge. You have to really commit to be placed higher up in the rank, but a tripling streak could be a one-time thing. That could get high school attackers into it. Don't want to put in hours and hours of time. I don't know that I would be, like, super interested there. I think that doesn't really match the spirit of this game. Like, a 50 triple streak. I don't know that really matches the spirit of Clash of Clans. Because, like, in war, you get 2 attacks. When you farm, you can do as much as you want. When you're in ranked, this is, you know, you see what you're... Hold on. This is where your clout comes from, right? Like, if you can actually go perfect on every single hit, like, that's where the clout goes. If it's a community event, it's like one of these things that you look in the, like here. I mean, okay, would I really want to plug in for that? I don't know. Like 50 consecutive triples against, like, what bases are we talking about? Like, is it just randos, or would they be like pre-built, like, world championship bases? That's where I could see it being, like, a little interesting, right? Like, say they did something like that, they would have to take, like, bases from, like, major tournaments, major esports tournaments, to, like, make it a major test of might. But then again, if they're all predetermined, well, people could theoretically hack that or crack that, right? And you'd see the videos popping up. Easily get 50 wins in the 50-win challenge. Do this. I'll show you all the tips so you can get the thing and you don't have to turn your brain on. I could see that being a problem. Like, legit. I could really see that being an issue. All right, brother. Got to get a few things done for this evening. Have fun, and thanks for all the kind words and props today. Much love, brother, and have a great rest of your stream. Of course, Doc. Of course, man. Thanks for being here. I'll definitely be tuning in for your stream later this evening. Or soon-ish. I think you said you were going live an hour or so from now, if I'm remembering correct. Clash Royale, you'd match up easy at first with randos, and as you progress higher, you'd match with better players. Yeah, but would the community get together and be like, I'm going to set my base to be absolute dog? So if someone finds me, it's just a free win. So, like, the community games the system collectively by setting their base as, like, an awful base, like a progress base. See, there's issues with that, right? It's not like head-to-head where it's you versus another person that you have to fight over the win. You're about 2 hours, 6 your time. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. All right. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's stream. I am going to be upgrading our Duke. And with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and pop off 2 builder potions to speed him along. And I'll be able to do 1 more level overnight as well. Also, it's going to help these defenses that I've decided to upgrade zoom along. With these builder potions, man, it's only going to take a couple more days to get our Infernos back and our Spitters back. That's going to be a W. So, yeah. I mean, there's like millions of people in the game. You can't possibly game it. I mean, but yeah, but you... I don't think that would look or feel the same as like a grand challenge in Clash Royale did. In Clash Royale, you are actively competing with another live human being to win the grand challenge. It's not like you set something that someone has to attack and it's all up to them at that point. There's a live action head-to-head thing that makes that make a little bit more sense in my mind. But interesting idea nonetheless. Anyways, guys, I gotta go. It's time for me to leave. I appreciate you guys very much. I'll be back tomorrow around the same time. And yes, I will be streaming tomorrow. I do not have work tomorrow. It is spring break at the schools that I work at. So we will be streaming. And we'll have some fun tomorrow afternoon as well. And with that, I'll leave you. Much love, guys, and peace out.